And it's Butler in at small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Serge Ibaka, Russell Westbrook out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Gay in at the 4 slot. And a huge part of any NBA team's success is health, especially as we move to the middle part of the schedule.
Well, we know injuries are a part of the game, and they shape every NBA season. Unfortunately, they can end a team's season at any moment.
5 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. Misses off the left iron. Butler passes to Thompson. Inside. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
We highlight Thompson's scoring often, but right there, just a great read to get it to the open teammate.
Westbrook, the pass to Booker. And here is Green. Fires from the wing. And there's Thompson on the assist by Green.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And that one comes up a bit short.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Nice shot by George.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Westbrook. Over Gordon. They get it back. Here's Ibaka. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Booker against George. He takes it in. And the jam by George.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Gordon with a steal, and they're on the break. Green finds Gordon, and Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
The pump fakes are risks because you're exposing the ball. You have to be careful because a solid defender will easily steal it.
Here's Gay. Doesn't go that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And it's Green off the drive. Yep, that one goes.
I just love the ball movement.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 6 to begin the game. Pass to Booker. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Gordon, the pass to George. Outside for Butler. The 3 is up. Green against Ibaka. 6 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Harris. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. Gay finds Westbrook. The kick out to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the 3.
Really hard to know how to defend Gay. I mean, he's lethal from mid-range and has the ability to knock down 3-pointers.
Thompson left side. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
You know, for a 15-year guy who has battled through injuries, Gay can still get off the floor and be highly productive. He's still explosive. So you can't sleep on this guy just because he's got some miles on his legs. He can still go.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Timeout called, the Nets. And even though his games played have been up and down, Clark Gay has been very consistent in his production over the years.
Yeah, he'll give you solid shooting and rebounding, B.A. I mean, he's a versatile defender. And I think he's a much more disciplined player at both ends now, and that typically happens the longer you are in the league. You learn how to fold them and when to go.
First quarter.
Here's Dinwiddie. Brown with some nice D. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Russell against Westbrook. Back to Brooks. Now Russell, an important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Brooks with the rebound. For Toronto, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Outside Russell. Into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Westbrook can't hit.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Outside Russell. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter here. Brooks the pass to Russell. Now here's Brooks. Shoots over Dinwiddie. They get the rebound. Outside Russell. Brooks right side. Second shot opportunity. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Westbrook against Russell. Westbrook outside. Over Russell. Westbrook, that's good.
Yeah, you know, Westbrook is dangerous from everywhere, and he seems to be quite comfortable operating in the mid-range, too.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game, leading by 14. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Brooks with it. Harrell picks him up. Brooks the pass to Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Hard not to love the combo of speed and length on Isaac. I mean, that gives him a chance to give you some serious throwdowns.
And Brooklyn's shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Here's Huerter. And it's blocked by Thibault. Westbrook against Russell. Outside Johnson. Pass to Isaac. Outside for Brooks. Shot is good by Isaac. Isaac's got his second basket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the basket by Harrell.
Harrell simply is a ferocious rebounder. Great tenacity in fighting hard for the board and then finishing the play for his team.
And Toronto calls time here. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Herter with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gay finds Booker. Ibaka with it. Green with the defensive effort.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
It's George with the drive. Butler. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
You know, sometimes it seems as though Butler enjoys scoring through contact more. Welcomes the challenge of converting in difficult circumstances.
Pass to Ibaka, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Gay, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Gay's got 5 now.
Rudy Gay's always had that shot in his bag. Lethal from mid-range.
George.
Power it home. Oh, wow. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Herter. Pass to Booker. Shoots over George. Booker can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Thompson finds Green. George outside. Now Butler. Booker defending. Outside for Green. No good on the 3. The Nets have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Gay with the ball. Checked by Gordon. That one doesn't drop. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Fires it. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by George. He's got 10.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
It's George on the wing. Pounded by Harris. And George with the jam.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
And Brooklyn has possession. And the Nets call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So the Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. On defense, the visiting team. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Booker. 1:37 left in the first half. And he comes up with a bucket. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
The open shot by Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Draymond Green.
Green's got his 4th assist with that last one. 1:16 left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Dinwiddie. Gay, the pass to Booker. Harris on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Over Butler. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Thompson, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Gay. They shoot again. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Butler. Back to Thompson. Second chance shot. Over Booker. And so it's Toronto with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Nets?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now.
And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So for the Raptors right now, we've got Paul George. Klay Thompson is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Here's Gay. Misses off the right iron.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Brooklyn shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they pick up 2. Booker's gotten his second bucket.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
Yeah, last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court. I mean, he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Brooklyn making some changes. Harrell's checked in for Ibaka. Love comes in for Gay. And Herter's subbed in for Harris. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
George passes to Butler. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
His first foul.
And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
Outside Booker to stop the run. Here's Harrell. Green with the defensive effort.
Halftime didn't do them any favors. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
It's George on the drive, and the jam by George.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Bursting onto the scene during the 2013 Eastern Conference Finals, Paul George went head-to-head with LeBron in an epic 7-game series. PG didn't get the finals, but he did gain the respect of the basketball world.
And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Well, the thing... jumps out at you about Westbrook is his dynamic athleticism, but his mechanics very sound too.
George with it. Now Herter defending. Here's Butler. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Dinwiddie, no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Puts up a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Westbrook's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Russell Westbrook never lacks for confidence. And when he starts knocking down threes, he becomes impossible to guard.
Here's George. He can't get it to go. Ooh, some solid defense from Herter. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Dinwiddie against George. To the inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Dinwiddie passes to Love. And the Nets, another 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Dinwiddie against George. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Drives to the hoop. And George with the jam.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Harrell. Back to Dinwiddie. Now here's Love. Defended by Thompson. And it's good. 2 points. Love's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Boy, George rising up with great confidence and strength. Threw it down with authority.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Westbrook against Green. On the wing, Thompson. It could go. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Toronto with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. There's San Ilyasova is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Willie Hernan-Gomez. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Harris. Here's Hernan-Gomez. Back to Ilyasova. Hernan-Gomez inside. He's against Isaac. Goes up again, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Brooks. And trying to stoke the competitive balance, Clark. Seems like the new lottery system has been working.
I agree with you, flattening the odds a bit, making it a drawing for the top 4 instead of the top 3. A small tweak that has had a pretty good impact, in my opinion.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Harris outside. Off target from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Robinson passes to Isaac. Outside for Russell. And the basket is good.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Pass to Hernan-Gomez. Kennard against Russell. Back to Hernan-Gomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got his first points of the night.
You know, guys, Harris has proven to be more than just a shooter. Harris also comfortable finishing over aggressive defense.
Brooks left side. 4-3. Brooklyn with the board. Harris left side. The shot's good.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Count the basket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Russell with the ball. He's against Ilyasova. Russell, that's good.
Hey, I can't overstate it. I mean, as a defense in transition, you have to locate Russell before he finds the bottom of the net. You've got to get to him quickly.
Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And here's the fast break. Here's Isaac. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Harris outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Outside Russell. Pass to Brooks. The 3. Hernan-Gomez with a rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
That one's off. Well, back in 2017, the league adjusted the odds to the lottery. How do you like the change?
I really love it. I mean, instead of drawing the top 3, it's now the top 4, adding to the randomness and giving another team a chance to be in that mix for the top pick. And evening out the odds has produced some shockers, too. New Orleans getting Zion was one of them.
A strong take. Draymond is as fierce a competitor as we've ever seen. He plays with incredible intensity.
Here's Westbrook. Good work defensively by Gordon. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Thompson passes to George. To the paint. And it's Butler with the jam.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist, George has really upgraded his passing game.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Kennard against Butler. Pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Thompson. Westbrook, that's good.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
Here's Caldwell Pope. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. A clear look for Westbrook. And that one hits the back iron.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Pass to Green. Thompson outside. That shot off the mark. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Kennard outside. Over Butler. Nice shot by Kennard. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. On the attack, Green. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. There's San Ilyasova picks one up.
At the line for the away team, Draymond Green with one shot.
One shot.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thompson. Let's go with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And here's George. Now Thompson. Takes a three. Connects from downtown.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, a strong finish to close it out. What was the difference?
Being a lot more aggressive. Obviously made some shots, but I think in the end we guarded well, and we executed on offense, and we made some shots.
It always comes down to great defense. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Lately I'm done stressing, can't fake I'm done begging. Like babe, what's wrong with you today? Sorry, I'm done guessing. Why would I try to build with you when you just love wrecking? Baby, I'm done teaching you like you need love lessons. Done with your love, keep it, feel like you love leaving. You say some things you know gon' hurt, they say you don't mean it. Gave you a ring and plus my heart seem like you don't need it. Like everything just fall apart and we just done speaking. Dreams full of my fears, I done gave you 5 years. Could feel your eyes still be shining when the sky clears. It feel like love, just a cycle full of dry tears. Somehow it's always surprising when that time nears. I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just hope I never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love long. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make our love strong. So many scars that's become from being loved wrong. So many thoughts in my head, no, I ain't never think she would leave me hopeless. Went through some things all by myself, hoping that she would notice. Go through that phase, think how I felt, and that's what keep me focused. Heart feeling strange, like when you left, that's when I see my lowest. Love when I watch her leave, hate when I see her going. Search for that broken piece, I leave it open. Wrote you this melody, I hope you hear this poem. I had to set you free, feel like you still stolen. Know you can see me falling, gave you a pinky promise. I know you still put down your phone like you don't see me calling. I try to show you my emotions, you don't see that often. I should've known to take it slow, but I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just hope I never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love long. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make it.
All right, everybody, it is game time. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Roberts, arena announcer for the Utah Jazz. And you'll hear me call Jazz games on NBA 2K22. At guard, wearing number 45 at 6'1", Donovan Mitchell. My first exposure to it was through my grandson, who is an absolute 2K freak. He sent me a video, and I was absolutely...
On the floor for the visiting team. At point guard, Draymond Green. At center, Aaron Gordon. At forward, Klay Thompson. At guard, Paul George. At forward, Jimmy Butler. The head coach of the visiting team is Nick Nurse.
Let's meet the starting five.
We are nearly...
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs...
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Let's check out Toronto. Starting lineup. You've got Gordon. Paul George is out there with Green. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Thompson in at the 4 slot. And for the Spurs, we've got Young. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. LeBron James is out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Neto in at the point guard position. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. Terrific performances. So, Steve, is the contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Kevin, it's a very real thing. A lot of players play much harder in a contract year.
Now, here's George. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Good.
So he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Into the lane. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Butler. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Here's Valanciunas. James outside. That shot off the mark. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. LeBron's got his second basket.
The indestructible one. LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Thompson right side. Lets it go with the 3. And James pulls it down. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You see the physicality of LeBron. Doesn't fear absorbing contact on the way up.
Free throw good, LeBron.
LeBron James.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Green taking his time here. And here's George for 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's LeBron. Rebound by the Raptors. Thompson dishes to Gordon. Pass to Green. Young against Thompson. For the 3. Rebound San Antonio. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by James.
It's simple. If you get open, LeBron will find you. The king is an incredible passer.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cody Zeller comes in for Young. Jay Crowder's checked in for James. Robinson is subbed in for Heel. And then for Toronto, Brown's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Isaac comes in for Thompson. And it's Russell in for Draymond Green.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, George. Back to Russell. And there's the pass to Brown. Outside, Robinson. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
It's Crowder on the wing. Neto surveying the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Robinson.
2 minutes.
Another shot. And it's Adams getting it to go.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Here's Russell driving in, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Toronto trails by 5. Russell left side. Banked in off the glass.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Outside, Robinson. Here's Neto. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
First team foul.
George against Robinson. The kick outside to Butler. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Neto, defended by George. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Lopez is checked in for Steven Adams. Then for the Raptors, Johnson's checked in for Brown. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Paul George. Johnson with it. And Zeller picks him up defensively. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Neto. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Isaac. It's good. This game is all even.
Guys, you got to respect the activity level of Isaac. A young mobile big who knows how to keep plays alive.
Robinson finds Neto. Lopez outside. And it's Neto, top of the key. It's Crowder on the wing. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
They've got LeBron James. Jay Crowder out there with Zeller. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's LeBron. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, LeBron passes to Zeller. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Zeller's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for San Antonio. Russell against LeBron. The drive by Russell. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him. Count it. Good. James has got 8 points.
And how about LeBron's strength? Flexing on the D-bot, powering through the contact.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Steve, the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Cody Zeller. And Hield subbed in for Crowder. Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Drills it from outside.
3.
What a graceful shot by Clay. You can tell range shooting is second nature for him.
It's Young on the wing. James outside. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Go into the rack with energy. Isn't the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Now, here is Young, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes to Thibault. Back to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it. And the rejection by James.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. You better watch out when LeBron is around.
The Spurs making a switch here. Adams checked in.
When you watch Dylan Brooks play, he's got some sandpaper to his game. Not shy about trading elbows.
I love those guys. You need these guys to win in this league. Willing to take the deepest of challenge and put their bodies on the line to get stops.
Here's Green following the basket by LeBron James. Cans it from downtown.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
LeBron passes to Adams. James looking around. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Young puts the move on, and it's good on the layup. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Raul Netos checked in for Duncan Robinson. And then for Toronto, Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Gordon. And Robinson the third comes in for Thompson. And it's Russell in for Draymond Green. Outside Russell, Brooks outside. And again, Toronto no up.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here's Young. He's got 5. James outside. And they'll get another chance. Here's Neto, and he makes the 8-footer. Neto's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Brooks right side. Pass to Thibault. To the inside. Russell with the bucket. 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's James. Passes it to Young. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Outside Russell with the drive. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Brooks against James. From deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. And Young kicks to Neto. Pass to LeBron. Over Brooks. Second chance effort. And that one drops for him. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Russell feeling it out a bit. Bangs home the trifecta. Russell's got 11 points.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
James, that's a 2-pointer. It doesn't go for him.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We have ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Great work on the glass so far. They're hustling and showing more desire than boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They can't be happy with their defense around them.
That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Butler, Aaron Gordon out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's George in at the 2.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Toronto has possession. They trail by 6. On the wing, Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Thompson for the triple. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's on Thaddeus Young. And, Steve, we know Thompson missed effectively 2 seasons. That can take a mental toll on a player for sure.
Kevin, 2 years is a long time in NBA years. Klay Thompson knows it won't be easy coming back. But everyone, I mean everyone, wants to see him return to his old form. Overcoming adversity on the injury front, Klay Thompson's one of the tougher players in this league, both mentally and physically.
Here's Neto. He's got 8. Shoots from 12. And that one hits back iron.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Back to Thompson. Toronto working the ball around now. Now Green. 5 on the clock. The pass to Thompson for the lead. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
Here's Young. No good, unable to end this run.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Thompson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
It only takes a few shots to get Klay Thompson going. A downright incredible score.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Cody Zeller's checked in for Young. Crowder comes in for LeBron. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Hield.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Neto finds Zeller. Robinson with it. Outside Crowder. Over Thompson. San Antonio again missing. Raptors leading by 3. Pass to George. Takes it inside, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Neto, the pass to Valanciunas. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Lopez, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Toronto also making a switch. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Draymond Green. San Antonio calls timeout. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
Neto can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And we've seen Gordon in the dunk contest before. He enjoys showing off when given the chance.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Neto, defended by George. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Robinson. Wide open. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Raptors.
Russell, no good. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Zeller. And Toronto also making a switch. Isaac's checked in. Here's Neto. Excellent D there from George.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Out to Russell. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Spurs making a switch here. Fields checked in. And then for Toronto. Robinson's checked in for Thompson. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for George. On the wing, Hield. Brooks covering. Hield dishes to Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What a luxury it is as a passer to have a pick-and-roll target as big as Robin Lopez. Makes life easy.
The drive by Russell. Pass to Thybulle. Isaac down low. Covered by Hield. Isaac misses. Spurs trail by 5. Hield with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Lopez. Doesn't go that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brooks. San Antonio with the rebound. Hield attacking. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Hield's got his first points of the night.
And it does a lot for Hield's three-point game when he gets inside like that. Gets the defense to think twice about closing out too hard.
From deep, Brooks. Not going to go that time. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for Toronto. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, Steven Adams is out there with Young. And it's LeBron James. Then it's Hield. And it's Crowder. And at the 3, the small forward. Hield can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Young up top. He's covered by Isaac. Hield against Green. Adams down low. Hield kicks to James. High quality look, and he sinks it.
They are just killing him on the interior.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the ground Isaac can cover? I mean, between his height and wingspan, alley-oops are becoming just a way of life.
Here's James. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Russell with the drive. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. And so James will bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Who wants a T-shirt? Make some noise!
Jonas Valanciunas checked in for San Antonio. Raul Neto comes in for Jay Crowder. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Raptors. Brooks comes in for Green. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game is going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
All right, thank you, David.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. LeBron passes to Valanciunas. Back to LeBron. Healed outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Isaac. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one drops. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Young slams it home.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And the Raptors call time here.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Green left side. Now the pass to Thompson. Fires from the wing. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This is how dangerous Klay Thompson is from the mid-range. His shot looks just like a free throw.
LeBron can't get it to go. Toronto leading by 9. Beyond the arc. Rebound San Antonio. LeBron's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And stolen by Butler. Valanciunas against George. Thompson outside. On deep. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's James.
2 minutes.
Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from James. Outside, Green. Thompson, left side. From outside the arc. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. LeBron against Butler. Young, right side. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Valanciunas. Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And George kicks to Thompson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Toronto.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Klay Thompson.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
They get it back. Lopez. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
George looking around from past the arc, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by George. Thompson's got 34 points. Now here's Valentine. Tight defense on him. And here is Burke. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Your guys had it going from long range. When that happens, how does that affect the offense?
Well, when they're making shots, it's opening the lane for us drivers. And we just want them to continue to shoot with confidence. Everybody on this team, no matter if you make it or miss it, we need you to shoot it because that's what the game tells you to do.
Keeps the floor spread, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
White tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car's topless. Say the newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I been that. You know where you and your men's at. Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88. Made you look. You were to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money. Your time's up. With them diamonds. Made you look. You were to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money. Your time's up. With them dimes at. This ain't rapping. This is street hop. Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My live. Trunk of the car, we got the. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your